Well, hello. Happy Saturday. Actually, it's not a happy Saturday. The weather is dire. It's been absolutely dire all week. I have been like a hermit. I have stayed in. Well, actually, I did go out Wednesday to a knit club, but it was only just a couple of streets away. So I sort of managed to, oh, excuse me, to manage to do that, yeah. But, oh, God. And at the weekend, the weather, oh my goodness me, gale force wind. It blew the garage door open, and well, I'd got up for the bathroom about 4 o'clock and looked out to see if the garage door was still okay, and it was fine. And I woke up at 8 o'clock and wide open, and wet through. Rain had gone in, everywhere was wet. Anyway, now I've got well, my son's idea this was, so I'm hoping it works. I've got bungee cords now attached to the garage doors, fastened to my scooter. So if any heavy high wind comes that's strong enough to blow the garage door, there's going to be a scooter going flying up the drive like a circus ride, isn't there? Well, just hopefully that's a scooter's pretty heavy. So I think unless it's a tornado or something like that, I think it will hold the garage door down. Yeah. Anyway, the weather, like I say, has been dire. I've been like a hermit. I've not wanted to go anywhere. And I suffer with that SAD, SAD. I haven't got my tooth done, as you can see. Oh, 400 quid. I've already given him 59. It's got to be me with beans on toast for a couple of weeks, isn't it now? Till I find me 400 quid. I'm not going till October the 9th, so I've got a little bit of time. Oh, it's really annoying me. Yeah. And it's sharp. I keep jabbing at me. So it's lottery night tonight, so hopefully, maybe, if the gods are in my favour, I might win. I doubt it, but you never know. You're looking at raffle, yeah. Anyway, what else have I got to say to you? Oh, yeah, my friend Linda that comes on the lives with us, she came down on Tuesday. She's visiting Blackpool from Scotland, and she bought me one or two gifts. What have we got here? Ooh, I like getting gifts. It's nice getting gifts. Don't get that many, so it's lovely when I get them. I don't get chairs given to me, things like that. She got me these, which are all shawl pins. I think you can see them, they're like pins. Because she knows I wear a lot of shawls. And if I do give a present of a shawl, I might just part with one of them. I might not, but I might, yeah. And she brought me a couple of necklaces. Necklaces, I like necklaces. This one I like because it matches. I'm trying to cheer myself up because I've got myself a bit down and depressed because of the weather. When I say depressed, I don't mean depressed as in real depression. Down, I would say, down. So I'm trying to cheer myself up by putting something on a bit jazzy, yeah? Because clothing and colours affect my mood. I've mentioned this before, that if I'm anywhere dull, neutral, whatever, I feel And actually, it's a proven fact. I read an article the other day saying its effect on your dopamine, which is your well-being and your chirpiness. If you're sitting in a lounge that's grey or beige, it affects you, and you should inject a bit of colour. I mean, if you're not a person who likes colour, just chuck a nice cushion in, a bright coloured cushion or something that livens the place up a bit. Because colour apparently does affect your mood, and it does with me. If I'm wearing something dull and depressing, I feel dull and depressed, yeah. But if I wear something a bit more chirpy, it's, I don't think this is boho spirit. It might be, can't remember. There was another one that was an American one that I used to use. They don't do it anymore now. And I did have a few rolls of that because I could get the American yarn from one of the places over here that sold it, but I can't get it anymore, but never mind, it's another thing. This is one that she got me, sort of red, well I could have worn that today actually, couldn't I, but I'd already got this on. Reds and purples, that's one. Shad doesn't look at my videos, but it's one for Shad if he does. If you're wondering who Shad is and you don't watch me Saturday Night Lives, why don't you? Come and join us, because we're all very happy people. And inside is also a little stitch marker or progress keeper or whatever. It's got a little daisy on it, and it's got a little ladybird or ladybug if you're in America. And there's also this one, which is all shades of turquoises. Turquoise? Can you hear the rain? It's so depressing. Hate this rain. I'm depressed. Anyway, what else have I got? Oh, she also brought me a tablecloth, but I washed it because I found there's a couple of stains on it, so it's washed. A bag with a little star. Yeah. Right. What have I been up to? Well, I managed to finish off. Oh, I'm throwing everything on the floor here. I managed to finish off my shawl. I think I told you that the lady who's blind at one of my knit clubs gives me all the pastel colours because she's been knitting hats for premature babies. Yeah. So they've been doing pastel colours. Anyway, I made this shawl. Finished it all off, and then I thought, it doesn't look right. What have you done? You've done something different. You've done something wrong. I'd only forgot to carry on increasing. So instead of going out like a shawl, like a wedge, it started going downwards. And it was only when I'd actually finished it off that I thought, there's something not quite right about that shawl. I mean, it's all right as far as shawls go. I'm sure some old dear will it'll keep them warm. Keep them warm with its pastel colours, but it just isn't like the pattern. But hey ho, hopefully the little old lady who's wearing it, or little old Jet, he likes pastel colours, won't realise it's not right. That it's actually wrong as far as the pattern goes. It's alright, keeps you warm, it fits round, it fits like a cape fastening. So that'll be fine. And then I actually finished the blue one off that I was crocheting on Saturday Live, if you were with me on Saturday Live. Very nice shade of blue. It's a yarn called Good Old Fashioned Yarn. I've not actually, don't know where it come from because it was given to me again by the same blind lady who for some reason didn't like the colour. I think it's gorgeous colour. But anyway, it's going to be with the old dears. Keep calling them old dears, they're probably younger than me. Anyway, there we go. It's as usual. I think I'm stuck on the virus shawl. I keep looking at other patterns and somehow or another this one just fits in my head. When I don't have to think about it. Let's just say I can watch the telly, carry on and do it, yeah? Carry on chatting while I'm at knit club and do it, yeah? Yeah, this good old fashioned yarn, I think Amora, likes it and uses it. She's done it for her hexagon cardigans, hasn't she? Yeah. Yeah. Oh, by the way, if my volume's a bit low, I do apologise because I still haven't sorted out my camera. And also, I finished off, I got given, when I got given the knitting machine, the lady who gave me bags and bags of machine cones. But inside the machine cones was this purple, it's an emu yarn. It's got like kind of whiskers on it, what do you call it? Eyelashy bits. Can you see? They're meant to be, they're not like hanging off it. So I decided I'd crochet a little jacket. Anyway, I didn't have quite enough. I'm beginning to sound like Leslie Ann to not quite enough yarn, excuse the fun. So I had to introduce some other yarn in with it. And then I ran out of the other yarn that was in with it, so I had to go into a different one for around the edging. I would have liked longer sleeves actually, but I only had a certain amount of yarn. So like Leslie, I did the best I could. with what I had. Oh, that rave is never ending. I'm fed up with it. Anyway, so I'm not sure whether I'm going to put buttons on it or not. And my PC keeps flashing and I don't know why. It's not me that's flashing, it's the PC. I don't know why. I'm not sure if I'm going to put buttons on it. Might make it warmer if I actually put buttons on it, mightn't it? Yeah. So it's like a purple shade with, it's got bits of colour in it. You see the odd splodges of green. So it's a hand wash only. So that'll tax me. Especially in the bad weather when you're trying to wash something like this. I do dry my washing in the conservatory because I don't have a tumble dryer. And in any case, you ruin your woolies by tumble drying them. You ruin them. Right, what else? Oh, what am I doing at the moment? Well, I think I showed you the other day that I got given by the lovely Julie. I got given some, bending. This yarn art flowers. So I've got to the grey and the black part, but I'm doing a shawl virus again. Wouldn't be me, would it, if it wasn't the virus shawl? Anyway, it starts off with the darker sort of reddy pink, then it goes down to the pale pink, and then eventually it will get to the greys. So it's going to be rather a big shawl if I go as far as the black, which I may not. I may stop at the grey actually if it's big enough. Yeah, but when you do them in this fine yarn, I'm using a 450 hook by the way. When you do them in the fine yarn, what I like about them is they sort of shunt, as I would say, shunt down, so you could wear it as a scarf really. Whereas when you're using a thick yarn, which I've used in the blue, it's really a shawl. But this, you could use it as a summer shawl, but you can actually sort of squash it down and use it as a scarf in the winter, can't you? So that's that. Inside one of my parcels from Amazon was that. My feelings are valid. And I thought, well, yeah, they are. Thank you for that. My feelings are valid, yeah. What else have I been doing? Oh, I showed you my purple jacket, showed you my crochet book. Oh, I've got some books again from Awesome Books. If you're in the UK, really cheap books. These are second hand. They cost about £2 something each. Death Comes at Christmas, very chirpy. Murder at the Theatre Royal, can you see a theme here? Janet is in a murder mood. And that one says, The Sussex Down Murder. I like a murder, but, you know, murder mystery, not something too heavy and gory. So I like these, yeah. And the first one was The Black Ship, which is a Daisy Dalrymple mystery. Hey ho! And I've been naughty and I ordered myself some Turkish Delight. Well, you have to have some treats, don't you? Come on, life's too miserable at the moment if you don't have any treats. So what else have I got to tell you? Done the weather, the garage door, the bungee cords. Oh, Val. If you watch Saturday Night Live, we've got Val comes on. And it's her birthday today, unfortunately. Don't like to tell a lady's age, but she's over 80. But how to celebrate your birthday? On Wednesday, she had a really heavy fall, landed on her shoulder. She's fractured it. So she's in a heck of a lot of pain. So I don't know whether she'll appear on the Saturday Night Live tonight or not. I don't know. Yeah. And I've just had a message from Julie, the lady who gave me the little lovely cakes of yarn. She's at a wedding. And I don't know what the weather's like up there, but you know, let's hope she's having a nice holiday, yeah. What else have I got here? Oh, yeah. I've just had notification from a friend. In fact, it was my friend in Scotland who always finds out what things are going on in Blackpool before I do. Well, you think I live about a few miles down the road from Blackpool, and she finds out things quicker than I do. Anyway, if you remember the wool fair, the Northwest Wool Fair that they had at the Imperial last year in February, and it was a bit of a, well, I was annoyed because they charged me £14 for a tatty little scone and a bit of coffee. And so I thought, Yeah, right. And the manager there was not obliging because lots and lots of people had complained about this state of this, what was it supposed to be, cream tea. Yeah, one tiny, I think I put a photograph on Facebook if you remember. A little scone that was no bigger than that. And it was as hard as a brick. A little bit of jam and a little bit of cream and a coffee. And it was £14. Yeah, I don't know how that is in dollars, but I wouldn't have minded if it had been nice, if the scone had been edible, but you could have you could have made a house brick with the scone, to be quite honest. But it was his attitude, you know. It wasn't good at all. And also, people were coming from Scotland all over the place. It was very well attended, and there was only the bar where you could go and get a coffee. I mean, people had been travelling miles. They wanted a coffee and a sit down and a sandwich, you know, whatever. And honest, they were standing 6 deep at the bar. And when they opened up the cafe bit, it was like, oh, you can't come in here unless you've booked a cream tea. You know, I thought, honestly, it's supposed to be a top class hotel. Anyway, this coming February, it's not there. Not there. It's at the Norbrick Hotel, still in Blackpool. I think, oh, it's either the 13th to the 16th or somewhere in that region. When I know more, I'll let you know more. Anyway, it's a bigger room apparently. The Imperial, it was in 2 smaller rooms, which wasn't ideal really. You want either a big room or you want it a bit better organised, to be truthful. Nothing to do with the people who are organising the Wool Fair. I'm talking about the situation. Too small of a room, yeah. Anyway, hopefully it's a bigger room. So if anybody feels like coming to Blackpool and saying hello to Janet, just let me know you're going to be there and I shall meet you. I did meet Jeanette, you know, from Crafty Clegs last time. And I met Karen from Stitches and Jacks, yeah. I missed Amora. She came on the, I think she came on the Sunday and I went on the Saturday. Yeah. And I met another lady. And I don't know if she still watches me, but she actually phoned me. But when she phoned me, I was right in the middle of doing something. And I had people round. And I had to say to her, I'm sorry, I can't talk to you right now. And then I lost her number. So I couldn't phone her back. So I bet she thinks I'm really awful. So if it was you, I'm so sorry. If you still got my number, phone me again. But you know how it is when somebody phones you and you've got a house full of people and it's all going on, you know, you can't really be so rude as to say to the people who visited, said, excuse me, I've got a phone call. Yeah, and I promised I'd ring her back and then I lost her number. Ooh, I'm a very bad friend. Very bad friend, yeah. Anyway, like I say, I'm trying to cheer myself up because I've had a rotten week. You know, what with the garage door blowing open and everything getting wet through in the garage, the rain was driving in. Oh, and I really am affected. I'm affected by weather and I'm affected by colour. I have to have bright colours around me, as you've probably seen. You know, I cannot deal with grey paintwork, can't deal with it. Can't deal with grey clothing, beige clothing, can't deal with it. It's me. I'm not the same as other people, I appreciate that. Some people love wearing neutral colours, some people love having the houses neutral colours, but sadly it ain't me. We're talking about colours. Did you see Princess, well, she's not Princess Katie, she's the Duchess, isn't she? Catherine. Didn't she look lovely? Oh, her clothes, she was gorgeous at that meeting with President Trump, yeah. Oh, that girl has got some style. Unlike her sister-in-law. We won't go there. The one that looks like she's fell off a... Yeah, well, we won't go there. But Princess well, it's not Princess, I keep calling her Princess. Duchess Catherine is, she dresses immaculate. She's got such style. And Melania, she looked absolutely impeccable as well. Yeah. and they know how to conduct themselves. Both of the ladies did. I'm not saying anything else, but both of those ladies know how to conduct themselves in public. Yeah, they've got, and they were. I mean, Melania and Catherine went to see these children, and they gave them pots of honey, which I thought was rather amusing. Pots of honey from from Catherine's own bees, you know, and Melania brought honey from the White House. I don't know whether it's her own, but whatever. Anyway, she brought gifts for these children, and I thought it was rather a nice thing to do, and a bit of a poke in the eye, if you get my drift. We've got honey too, girl. You can't say too much, otherwise you get the the people having a poke at me. So I have not been out. The good news is my window's not been leaking. Well, it did a teeny bit. The weather has been dire, absolutely dire. On Sunday, was it, we had gales and all sorts. It was lashing. I mean, God, come on, bring on the sunshine. I want sunshine, yeah. Oh, I've actually bought myself a heated blanket. But it was a bit of a boo-boo. I don't know how come I managed to do this. I thought I'd ordered an orange one. And when it come and I opened it up, guess what colour it is? It's blooming grey. My friend came. Because my curtain, I think I told you my curtain rod fell down. Anyway, my friend's husband, very good, he's very good to me. He came and fixed it back up again for me. And when she was here, she said, "Oh, you've got your blanket, your heated blanket." I went, "Yeah, look at the collar." And she goes, "Yeah, but it'll keep you warm." I said, "Yeah, but I've got to look at it, it's grey." And the thing is, I can't sort of jazz it up, although I did think, maybe I could put it inside a duvet cover, but then would that defeat the object, because you'd lose the furry bit, wouldn't you? If you put it inside a duvet cover to brighten it up a bit. You know me and my hatred of grey. I really do hate it. It's like a in my brain. So I thought, shall I put it on upside down because it's white on the other side? Well, I sit there with a white one, and then I thought, knowing me, I'll probably spill something on it, yeah. Oh dear. Anyway, it's beautifully hot. I put it on one night, and I only had it on for about a quarter of an hour, and I was like, whew. So I thought, this is coming very handy when it's really cold, you know, instead of putting the heating on. Well, I will have to put the heating on to keep the house aired, you know, but a heated blanket will help. Well, it's just a bit chill, you know, a bit chilly. I mean, he would have laughed at me the other morning. I came in here and I thought, it's a bit cold. I lit the gas stove, I lit 2 jets on the gas stove, just to warm the air up a bit. I thought, oh, you are so stupid. But, you know, here we go, yeah. So I haven't decided what I'm going to have for my tea, you know, because I need to do my tea, don't I, before I do my live tonight. Twice in one day, aren't you the lucky people? I doubt you'll think that, but never mind. So, yeah, blooming pouring rain. I think I've told you all I've got to tell you. Yeah, I think that's it, really. My disaster, my friend's disaster, breaking, fracturing her shoulder. Can't do anything about it, actually, because you can't put it in a pot or anything. She's just got it strapped up. I mean, I actually broke my shoulder, my collarbone, many moons ago. But the hospital insisted I hadn't broken it. And it was only when I broke it the second time, and I went, and he said, "Oh, you've broken it along an old fracture line." I thought, "Oh, thank you." I said, "It was your hospital that told me I hadn't broken it last time." That was painful. So I know what Val's going through. That was blooming painful for, sorry Val if you're watching, it was blooming painful for weeks, months. So I hope yours heals a lot better than mine did. I've actually got a bump on my shoulder where it hasn't healed right. It goes like that. And one shoulder is actually shorter than the other, so when I wear any clothes, you know, this shoulder's that big and that shoulder's that big. I mean, it's not noticeable to other people, but you can see the lump, can't you, the bump. That's why it healed together like that, instead of healing together like that. But, you know, it just adds to the problems, you know. But, oh, I do not like cold weather. I don't know whether you don't. It makes every bone in my body hurt. I've actually ordered some of those soft top knee socks, you know, to put under my trousers. Because, oh, man, front of my legs, you know, the shins are hurting and here hurts. I cannot wear a 3/4 sleeve or anything like that. If that part of my arm is cold, I am freezing. And it's the same with the back of my neck. Oh, I might be getting a massage on Wednesday. The lady who is blind, apparently, she studied years ago, to be a massage therapist. She can't do it now because she hasn't got her license to do it. You know, you got to have licenses and insurances and everything like that. But I said to her, I'm quite happy to be a guinea pig. You can massage my neck for free. Yeah. So I'm hoping to get a neck massage from her on Wednesday. A reminder. She goes to Keep Fit within the knit club. There's actually a free Keep Fit for the elderly. That I've never been because I'm not fit enough to be Keep Fit, really, to be quite honest. Although you can sit down apparently and do these exercises. So she might not have a lot of time to do my massage, but I'm hopeful I might get my shoulders massaged and my neck. When I had a bit of money, I've got a long memory. When I had a bit of money, I used to go quite regularly to a physio or an osteopath or whoever happened to, you know, to get my neck and my shoulders. Because I've got, oh God, here we go again, being a miserable old whinge. I've got, as you know, ankylosing spondylitis in my neck and down my spine and everything like that. So it helps every now and again if it gets sort of cracked out, you know, by somebody who knows what they're doing, yeah. I mean, the last time I had a massage, I was actually at the spa when I took my niece. We went to a spa near, where was it? Near Skipton somewhere? Can't remember where we actually were now. It was one of these health spa things, and I had a facial and everything. That was great. And I had an all-over body massage with a little Thai girl, yeah. And she said to me, do you want a soft massage or a hard massage? I said, no, soft one. I'm not, you know. Oh, and it was so relaxing. I could have fallen asleep. It was great. And then she did all my hair. But the problem was, it was the day we were going home and we decided that we were going to Skipton or we were going to Halifax. And she put all this oil in my hair to massage my head. And when I came out, we didn't have time for me to have a shower to get rid of it out of my hair. Because my niece said, come on, we have to go, like, if we want to fit this trip in to Halifax before we travel home, we've got to go now. So I thought, oh. So I was walking around Halifax with hair like, I looked like I dipped my head in a chip pan. I don't know whether people were giving me funny looks or not, but, you know, well, when you get my age, they don't look at you anyway. I think this is one reason why I do like bright colours, because as you get older, you tend to go invisible. Your hair goes, I mean, I know I dye mine blonde, but it is actually white at the sides, and it's great. And you can become a bit invisible as you get older. So I think if you're dressing greige and your hair's greige, you tend to just fade into the background. Not this kiddie, not this kiddo. I'm going down kicking and screaming, I tell you, me. They will notice me if it's the last thing I do. But it's so funny when I wear my jazzy jackets, you know, the embroidered indigo moon jackets, the number of people who stop me in the street say, oh, that jacket is gorgeous, or oh, we love the way you dress and that. And then I look at them, you know, and I'm thinking, and I say, well, you know, you can get one, you can wear one. Oh no, we couldn't wear one of that. Oh no, we couldn't wear that. And I'm going, but why? Why? Oh, well, you know, no, I couldn't wear it. And I don't know why people are so afraid of wearing a colour. Why they don't want to. And maybe they don't want to stand out. Maybe they like being wallpaper in the background. I don't know. Maybe they just do. Not me. I've always been a bit of a show-off. My mother used to say, I came out of the womb singing and dancing and I've never shut up since. Which is true. I used to be on the stage only as a kiddie. I'm not talking about as an adult. I used to do ballet and tap. And, you know, going these little shows and things that, you know, little ones do, yeah. I used to, I can remember a couple of outfits I had. One was like a tutu, and it was lilac with all these sequins on it, a little net tutu thing. And I was very upset because my mum had my photograph taken, and the photographer obviously took it in black and white and then coloured it, and he coloured my tutu pink. And I'm like, but Mum, it was lilac, I want a lilac tutu. And she goes, oh, stop it, stop it. But the horrible thing about that photo is my hair. My mother decided just before the show that she would perm my hair. We're talking about a 7-year-old here. I would look better with permed hair because I had very straight hair. Couldn't do a thing with it. And, oh, she's no hairdresser. My mother, bless her, she was no hairdresser. And it turned out like a big barrel of curls. It was horrendous, horrendous. And so they tried to tie a bit of net round my hair to try and make it look a little bit more reasonable. But it still looks horrendous on this photograph, you know. And then another one we had to sing, it was something about, I'm a bow-legged chicken, I'm a knock-kneed hen. And we were wearing little gingham outfits with the little bonnets. I don't know what happened to those outfits. I know I kept the tutu because my mother paid for that to have it made for me. And I kept it until it wouldn't fit me anymore. But the little other outfits, because I had another long outfit, like a crinoline type outfit, I think they must have belonged to the dance studio because I don't remember them ever coming home with me. Yeah. I've got photographs of them somewhere. I shall find them one day. I shall subject you to the pictures of me as a ballerina. Which is quite funny when you consider how big I got in later years, you know. When I used to say I used to do ballet and people were, really? They've got visions of Miss Piggy in a tutu, you know. But I was quite a slender little thing back then. But my ballet dancer gave it up. She gave up tutoring. And I tried a couple of dance studios after that and didn't like them because they were more into modern dance, where I was RADA trained. In fact, I got in at RADA. And then I realised at the age of, what, I'd be 7 or 8, that I had to go and live in London, away from my mum. So I didn't want to do that. So I can honestly say I turned down the invitation to go to ballet at RADA in London. But it's a bit, I mean, it'd be all right if you lived in London. You could, I mean, I don't know where I would have lodged or where I would have lived or what I would have done. I mean, at the age of 7, 8, 9, whatever I was, you don't want to leave your mum, do you? You know, I was a bit of a home bird. So, I mean, my ballet teacher was quite sort of, it was like a feather in her cap. One of her little girls had got to go to RADA, but I didn't go. Story of my life. I got in at university and didn't go. Story of my life. Missed opportunities I've had in my life. You could paper the wall with them, yeah. Anyway, I suppose I better go now, get myself some tea before I get ready for my live, yeah? Aren't you lucky? Me twice in one day. You unlucky. Can you hear that rain? It's banging it down. No way am I going out in this. I ventured as far as the shop. I keep calling it the corner shop. It's not. It's on the straight. The non-corner shop. I got as far as that the other day. But I did go in my scooter, I must admit, because I've had a rough week. When it's cold and it's wet, I have a rough week. I'm not going to go on about it because nobody wants to hear me whinge. And I don't want to hear me whinge either, except I think, oh, woe is me. Why is it me? I want to live somewhere sunny. I want to be warm. I want to be cosy. I want the sun to come back. Warm me old bones. If you've got, well, I know lots of you have got problems with your bones and your structures and that. Do you suffer as well when it's cold and wet? Everything that you have gets multiplied, doesn't it? It's just so unfair. Yeah. I remember once a doctor said to me about, I've got arthritis from being a child, I had juvenile arthritis, saying, it's because you live up north. This is why you feel it more. And I remember thinking, well, I can't help where I was born. My mum and dad lived in the north, that's where I was born. And he said, everybody in the north suffers with arthritis and rheumatics. I thought, oh, charming. And I was only a little kid when he told me that. I thought, oh, charming. Was that me doomed for the rest of my life? Yeah. Anyway, on that cheerful note, I'm going to go. I'm going to decide what I'm having for my tea. I've defrosted a couple of lamb chops, but not for today. That'll be tomorrow. Yeah, I've gone wild. Lamb chops. Woohoo! Push the boat out. Hello. Janet who has no money. Buying lamb chops. Tonight, yeah. Oh, I believe there's a hype button. I haven't found it myself yet. I haven't hyped anybody because I haven't found it yet. But if there's a hype button, so it would be lovely if you find that hype button and you hype me. I mean, you know the drill, don't you? Thumbs up, subscribe. I mean, the last video I made, I had 300 and something views and about 32 thumbs up. And I thought, is it really that difficult to give me a thumbs up? Do you really not like me? So, if you're not subscribed, please subscribe, because the theory is, if you subscribe, that YouTube tells you when I've made a video. That's the theory. Doesn't always work, but that's the theory. Yeah. So, thumbs up, subscribe, hype me if you can. Oh, I want to be hyped. My one time in my life, I'll get hyped. And please do tell your friends about me. Would be nice to be an overnight sensation after about 20 years no, not 20 years, about 13 years on YouTube and about 60 years in the wool profession in one way or another. Be nice to be an overnight sensation. So work on it, people, work on it. And I will see you all at 9 o'clock live UK time. If you feel like joining us, we have a good time. It's party atmosphere. You get your craft, you get your cuppa, you get your butter, you get your snack, you get whatever. I've got my snack, haven't I? I have got my Turkish delight. That's my snack for tonight. Although I can't have too many because they're very sugary. Anyway. Bye for now, and I'm going to upload this, so bye!